Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 22, and it's time for the Finnish GP of the Kymiring, right here in MotoGP 22 in our Moto3 career mode. So starting in pole position in a qualifying session, we absolutely dominated, waiting for the red lights to go out, and away we go. Now for the foreseeable future in this video, we'll probably be using power setting 2, and maybe 1 if we really need to, because the AI seem to be really slow in the practice sessions. But going to the left hand side though, just briefly to the right, excuse me, as we get really swallowed up here and caught up in the midst of this pack going into the turn 4, as we now try and position the motorcycle in the right spot, getting ahead of Sergio Garcia, as Andrea Migno is looking to get away at the front. Perfect start for the Italian, who got the whole shot and then just disappeared to the front pretty quickly. But there is Sergio Garcia. There is the one of the championship protagonists within Tatsuki Suzuki. And look at Xabi Artigas coming in through as well, as we'll go firm on the brakes for this very deep braking zone. Of course, a really difficult corner to get right, as we give Andrea Migno a little bit of a love tap there, as we just pushed him into the corner. Now going into turn 6 and then for turn 7, bit of a flip-flop of a section, changing left to right and changing direction so abruptly. It's very difficult on the tyres in the latter stages of the Grand Prix. But for now, turn 9, beckoning us to get behind Andrea Migno. Tatsuki Suzuki, championship rival, is right there in a little bit of contact with the CIP Green Power KTM. So it's a Honda, KTM, Honda, and a Gas in the top 4 right now. So to the right hand side, we'll go then for turn 10 and turn 11, 12. Quite a difficult spot to get right, but if you get it done properly, you're going to be getting some good speed here going into the left-hander. Tell you what, might be able to have a lunge on Migno. We're getting really close to the rear of the River Cold Snipers Honda there. That was almost too close there, as we almost touched his rear tyre. But now, bringing it onto the left-hand side, the AI tend to go a little bit slower here, so we're going to try around the outside. It would be a brave and bold move if that sticks. Andrea Migno, wow, he was really aggressive, cutting back across then, going into turn 13, but now into turn 14, things are getting heated once more as we go really close to the rear of Andrea Migno. As how Suzuki is somewhere. I can see he's around the 10th in a bit, but I just don't know exactly where he is on track right now. There he is on the right hand side, just appearing into your picture. And Sergio Garcia is just also there as well, but not quite close enough for a lunge, as well as Suzuki at this stage right now. So a pretty calm Grand Prix from me so far. Actually, my heart rate relatively calm. It's 85 up to 90 beats per minute. Now for this one I did feel pretty relaxed, because power setting 1 is even enough to try and chase these boys down. So the AI are just really bad at this circuit, so if you're looking for a Grand Prix victory, Kymiring could be the one for you. But now bringing on the power, using the slipstream, as we'll try and outbrake them, both going into the 5th corners, coming around the outside of 1 but 2 doesn't seem to happen there. But I tell you what, power setting 1 might only be what we need to win this Grand Prix. We'll test the water and we'll see how it goes. If power setting 2 is better, then we'll stay, but I don't think I'll use power setting 3, because we'll just blast away from them, and I don't want to do that. I'd rather it be intense and exciting rather than just me disappearing to the front and churning out the lap time. So for now, Suzuki Migno getting away a little bit, but with power setting 1 they probably will pull away ever so slightly. But in the middle part of the track, and especially down the back straight going to turn 5, we will be a lot quicker and of course stronger on the brakes than the AI. So we'll see what happens. But for now, going into turn 12, you see them going really slow for the left-hander here. This very tight, really slow corner, that one. But of course, getting it right is rather crucial, and now we're right on the cusp of getting past Suzuki and Migno as well. But now into the left-hand side for 13. Keep it tight, and we might get the exchange here for the cutback to the right-hand side. It's going to be really close there. It almost went across the grass, almost a little bit too eager, as we'll try and break ourselves into turn 15. Now up on the inside, we're going to go over the inside of Suzuki. A little bit of contact there. Rubbing is racing MotoGP 22 style, as Suzuki, briefly was a fast man on track, but Dennis Foggia, the new fastest man on the circuit, with a 1:56.084, is the man who is currently 2nd or 3rd place in the World Championship. Of course, the 2 Leopard Honda boys are right up there in the midst of battle when it comes to this championship. And now for the 4th corner, keeping it nice and tight to the apex here, as we'll projectile outwards, just kissing the rumble strip ever so slightly. And this is where the advantage will go to the AI. Power setting 1, even with slipstream, is not enough to stay with them, and I'm guessing Foggia, Sasaki, Tatai, Artigas or Tola are all going to be very close to possibly have a lunge as well. But we'll go very firm on the brakes, claw all that time back up on the brakes now into turn 5, Stunningly done there from the man who's leading the World Championship. Oh, as Ivan Otola has gone down. As Foggia goes around the outside. What a move from Dennis Foggia. That was stunning. That was a brilliant move from the Leopard Honda man. The Italian doing a wonderful job there getting up to the inside. I've got to say, a little bit jealous of that overtake, but I will say I did drop it down to power setting 1, so yeah. Do what you want with that information, but I tell you what, I gotta say that was a good move. Dennis Foggia, you've impressed me in this one. So back up the hill for this very short climb, and then we'll be going back downhill in just a brief moment, but going fast here into turn 11 might give us a lunge up at the inside of the man from Roma, as we now try and move Dennis Foggia out of the way, almost like a battering ram into that 12th corner, but unfortunately for Dennis, we did make it our way through, but Foggia's still strong, and of course with us on power setting 1, we aren't as strong as they are, but I'm still right here in the battle, and if anything dramatic happens, I do have the ability to change it to power setting 2 or even 3 if required. But a lunge up at the inside of Andrea Migno, that's a brave move into the 15th corner as we run it really wide here and really deep into the final corner, and that is going to lose us a significant amount of time as Foggia's still the fastest man on track because we really lost time there, getting another low 156 there. Not good lap times, but of course with the battle that is brewing up on this penultimate lap, and of course the lower power setting, yes, we will be not doing very fast lap times, so don't take my lap times here as a sense of reference. My lap times was a lot quicker, and honestly I did a lap time on power setting 3 and I think we beat the AI by 2 seconds, so yeah, there was no way I was going to do power setting 3 for this one. It just would have been a boring race. But anyway, back to the action unfolding, because we're on the penultimate lap now here in the Finnish GP, and it's time to really dig down deep now, because they did pull away ever so slightly, the gap even approaching 1 second there just briefly as we went into turn 5, but we clawed it all back up on the brakes as Migno goes for that Foggia lunge. Has he made it stick? He absolutely has. What a fantastic move for the man from Italy. Andrea Migno is leading this Grand Prix once again. He really deserves this win. It's been a while since we've seen Migno be successful here in MotoGP 22, so hopefully we can turn things around here today in the Kymiring, unless we have something else to play for. So into turn 10, still in power setting 1, but a clear space for me, and Slipstream has brought me really back into it. I might need to consider power setting 2 for the final lap though, because I don't know if we have enough to gain back on the brakes as we go into turn 5 later on, but I thought everything was going to go down into a great big ball of fire as we touched the grass there. Thank goodness it didn't this time around. But into turn 12 and now into turn 13, can we get the cutback? We tempted this earlier against Suzuki. We might have it here for the right hand side for 14. I'm definitely going to be lining that up as Suzuki having a look behind him for some strange reason, as Andrea Migno is now under attack into the final corner of this penultimate lap as Grant chucks it up on the inside. The 47 against the number 16. It's a bloody good battle to across the line as it's a 155.515 for us on that penultimate lap, and this is going to get really scrappy as we start the final lap here in the Kymiring. Suzuki leads, Migno second. I mean, if you can call this one, that's incredible. Right now, there's just what a battle. This is just going to be now. Oh, Suzuki's down! Oh my goodness, he's blew it again. What is it with the AI in this game? Agi's down, Moreira's down. What is it with the AI in this game and just absolutely bottling it in the last bit? I mean, I can't speak. The last 3 Grand Prix I've crashed 3 times. But never mind about that. We get into the power setting 1, we're still in power setting 1. Braking firm into turn 5. Do we have the line? Oh, still not there. Look at that. Migno and Foggia, but they've run it deep. Foggia's pushed Migno out wide. We've taken advantage. Sasaki's gone down into turn 5. And we are now leading this Grand Prix. The CIP Green Power KTM, the man who was leading the World Championship charge, is in the lead. But for how long? Foggia's there. This has all the hallmarks of a classic, ladies and gentlemen. Foggia, Migno, Grant. 3 of the championship protagonists at least would have been to start the season. Migno's had a dreadful season. But for now, we are still in the lead. Foggia 10th and a half behind. Migno will be probably right there as well. But for now, the man who's leading the World Championship has a 0.3 of a second buffer as we go into turn 11. A little bit gingerly there, a little bit too gentle on the brakes. We might have lost a significant amount of time taking the tighter apex, but what a move by Foggia! The momentum has changed. Foggia, advantage, gets the job done, or has he got the job done? We'll now go into the final couple of corners into the left-hand side for turn 13. Foggia's running extremely deep. Migno was too close to touching me there as we got to the right-hand side for 14. Up on the inside, that's curtains. Foggia's absolutely blowing at this. Oh, he's still trying to go around the outside, but again going wide into the final corner. Grant wins here in the Kymiring, a Finnish GP, and what a finish it was. So guys, how about that one then? A pretty calm battle for me actually for this one. I felt really good and really positive all the way through it, so I didn't really stress too much, as you can see with the heart rate monitor. But Grant wins from Foggia, and Andrea Migno gets 3rd position. A brief look at the championship standings, and Grant does increase his championship lead, but not by much. But it's now 43 points ahead of Dennis Foggia and 48 clear from Tatsuki Suzuki. We'll now finish up with looking at the team championship, and CIP Green Power have cut that championship lead down to 19 points after the 3 dismal races from Grant really lost them points in the standings. But we'll now take a look at the Part Ferme winner and podium finishes, as we can finally celebrate another victory. It feels like ages since we last did a good race. Of course, the torrid time we had in the last 3 previous Grand Prix have come to an end with a victory here in the Finnish GP. But guys, thank you very much for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, if you really enjoyed it, hit the like button and consider subscribing as well. But upon that note, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.